Ed, are you aware of what we're about to do?
No.
You're doing it, obviously. No, like tonight.
So no one's run tonight past you?
Yeah, well, I thought we were going in a helicopter. I was all excited.
Yes, we were going to do that. Now, apparently, the pending thunderstorm
easy.
means they can't fly.
Too
It's a
easy.
shame.
It just seemed a little bit. It just seemed a little bit too simple. So yeah, you're going to Hanging Rock. Have you heard of Hanging Rock?
I went to Hanging Rock last summer. Yeah,
Oh, checked
I
it
went.
out. Did a recce.
But Michael Gudinski has been going on about Hanging Rock for ages, and it is beautiful. But he's like, this is going to be international news, and like we had to Google it. Like we don't know.
There we go. It's catching on. So now we've got some English people aware of Hanging Rock. Well, things have been out at Hanging Rock. Notoriously a picnic. Don't worry about that. But things have been at the bottom of the rock. But this is, from what we understand, and I'll be honest with you, our Hanging Rock geography is a bit sketchy too. Arguably one of the top 8 peaks, altitude-wise, that involve a rock in northwestern Victoria.
No.
World first.
Someone get the New York Times on the phone, because we got Ed Sheeran in one of the top 10 rock-based mounds in northwestern Victoria for one night only in a world first.
I've missed you guys.
We saw you the day before you said you were going offline for a year.
We
Yeah.
saw you just before. We didn't know if you would ever come back. We could have been the last people to see
Do you know what I found weird about that video? I mentioned it today. Is it was being professionally filmed, and everyone who went in there got out their phones instantly.
True. Yeah, they didn't realise
isn't that sad?
This is when we did our peep show with you.
Yeah.
This would be over a year ago now.
Yeah.
Just over.
Just over.
But you won an award for that, didn't you?
Well, you won an award. We picked it up. No, we don't have it, but we can magically get it for you if you'd like to experience some David Copperfield magic. Ed, take this hand. Nothing in my hand. Take this hand. Put it behind you. She said, Ando, don't.
Okay.
Like, we were set up for a magic trick there. So. And how did that get there?
Wow.
Now that is the award. That is... I mean, you saw it and you immediately knew it was an Australian Commercial Radio Association award.
Do you know what's weird? Like, I never get tired of getting... I never won anything as a kid.
Yeah.
And, like, I never get tired of getting awards. However, I didn't have anything to do with this other than...
Hey, that is for
It's
you.
got your name on it.
I know, it
That
does.
was for you.
That you won an ACRA.
Thank you so much, guys.
Well, thank you. And
I'd
I
like to
mean...
thank the Academy.
It's more of an association. It's more of an industry-based association.
This is so... Thanks so much, guys.
This is the thing we did before you went on your digital hiatus.
Thank you for this.
What was it like? I reckon a lot of people would have thought about doing this. Sometimes you get people going offline for a week or a day or whatever, but increasingly everyone's more and more addicted to social media. How'd you come out the back of it feeling?
I mean, I kind of... I don't have a phone anymore. Like, I was meant to get a phone at New Year, and then I was just like, I don't need it. And then, like, I got an iPad and then got back on Twitter. And then the moment I was back on Twitter, it's like, everyone's, like, hypersensitive about anything you say or do. And I just was kind of looking at it, and I was like, why do we entertain this? So
Yes.
I've kind of... I've left it. I post on Instagram, and that's
And
it.
so
now.
it just gave you perspective to just go...
Yeah, you don't need it. You don't. I actually have more conversations with people now. It's usually I just go for my phone and and I just was kind of standing there, and then someone came up and they had a conversation, and it was like a nice thing to do, a conversation.
I remember those.
Actually, and thinking.
Yes.
Actually thinking.
So
know?
you're saying you quit Twitter and you started talking and thinking, I hope Donald Trump's listening to this. I really hope just talking and thinking as a substitute for tweeting really could save the world.
Twitter should have this thing that when you tweet it, you have like a switch on it. That's like your drunk switch, and you tweet it, and in the morning you wake up, and if you still want to post it, you post it.
You've just made $1 billion. If you can actually get that app up, it's just...
If there was some sort of 4-year delay for Donald Trump's tweets, again, we would save perhaps a world war.
Before you left, you referred to yourself as looking a bit like a potato in the Peep Show.
Yeah.
Yes. In the film clip, you're quite ripped. Now is that fancy lighting? Is that CGI, or did you?
No, I've lost 3 stone. How much is 3 stone?
9 quarts.
4 furlongs. I don't know.
A third of a barrel.
No, I think I was 100 kilos, and now I'm like 75, 79.
Really, Jackie? You've lost a quarter of your body weight. That's a lot of potatoes.
Yeah, actually, it would have been a quarter of my body weight. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
How would you ever get to 100 kg when you perform? I've seen you perform, and you put so much into it.
Coming off tour.
Ando, if I can take this, Fred, you can get there.
You can
I
definitely.
got to $1.04.
Did you?
Yeah.
Was he big?
Oh yeah.
Was he big?
You don't have to go there, Fred. You just ask Andy. He'll give you 10 minutes of how big I was.
Well, Hamish, I entered him in a Mr. New York State bodybuilding contest as a joke. And so he went
Joke.
along.
It had a body. It had been built.
and I think there was this famous photo of Haim out there with these guys that are all cut.
I got a spray tan and I'm just greased up with canola oil. But I mean, these guys had 0% body fat, and I don't think
100%.
I don't think it's wild to say also a little bit of chemical assistance. They were ripped, and so we were going for a bit of a cheap visual joke. You know, here's a bit of a doughy guy in amongst these bodybuilders.
50 Cent actually tweeted. I think
He
this
meme
guy,
out of me. 50 Cent.
a meme that
You know
said,
you made it.
I think this guy's trainer's being lying to him.
Little does 50 know, my trainer and I just spent a lot of time hanging out, thinking about what we might do when we hit the gym, having coffees, eating donuts.
Which I took
networking.
offence to because I'm your trainer. But
Thank you,
yeah,
mate.
he didn't know who Hamish was. He just saw the photo. But as circumstance would have it,
Joke's on them.
Hamish was the only one heavy enough to be in the superweight category, and so he won by default.
I won 3 trophies. I'm technically the 2011 heavyweight Mr. New York State bodybuilding champion. And you thought getting an Acra was cool. I got a bodybuilding trophy that legally no one can take away from me.
That's incredible.
Let's talk the new album, Divide.
Awesome.
Yeah, it is awesome.
Well, I mean, the bits we've heard.
Castle on a Hill, Shape of You. You released them both simultaneously. Could you not make up your mind which one you wanted to go with?
No, that is literally
What it was?
what it. Yeah, everyone thinks it's this kind of genius strategy thing.
Yeah.
I was just pro Castle on the Hill, and the label were pro Shape of You.
Yeah.
And I was like, well, let's just put both of them out. And we did.
Literally, you were divided, which is cool.
Literally, yeah, well, yeah, no,
cross
but-
promotion for the
but,
album.
But you know, as soon as you make a rash decision like that, suddenly people are like, "Oh, do you know what we could say? It's like divide and the two sides." Suddenly it makes sense, but really it was like we just had an argument and settled it by being like, "Well, neither of us are going to back down." So let's just.
Were you worried that you look like a little bit of a Keno, though? I'm so
Yeah.
keen for everyone to see my music.
But it's you know it's if people think it's a genius strategy, then but it really wasn't.
This is the advantage too. If you sort of stay off Twitter and you only post a few things on Instagram, then everyone tries to start guessing your strategy. Little do they know
That's
you're just
the best
playing.
thing.
You're just mucking around playing
You
football.
know, but you know what? Like I didn't even tweet. All those like comeback tweets. That wasn't even me. That was I gave the label my login because I was like, I don't want to. I only just came back onto it like two weeks ago. So I literally had no idea what was going on,
Right.
and no one else had, because all everyone else had was just like a blue square or like a picture of me with new music coming soon. So I think it's more powerful to say nothing.
It's weird that in this day and age, silence is more powerful than noise.
Yeah, definitely.